10 things you need to stop doing right now if you are over 40. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Hitting your 40s is a turning point and the perfect time to make a few smart changes that can really ease your transition into perimenopause and menopause. Hormones start to shift, and the small stuff you do or don't do adds up fast. Here are 10 things to stop doing if you want to feel better and navigate this stage with more ease. Number 1. Stop ignoring sleep problems. Hormonal changes can seriously mess up your sleep. If you're brushing off insomnia, night sweats, or restlessness nights, it's only going to snowball. Start prioritizing solid sleep habits now and consult your primary doctor if the lack of sleep is interfering with daily activities. Number 2, stop overloading on sugar and refined carbs. Sugar is the worst enemy to your health. It spikes your blood sugar, feeds your inflammation, and makes mood swings and hot flashes even worse. Keeping blood sugar steady equals keeping your hormones happier, which is exactly what you need at this time in your life. Opt for low glycemic foods and foods that contain natural occurring sugars that won't disrupt your hormones, such as fruits and simple carbs, better known as good carbs. And I will attach some information here for you to check out. So avoid refined sugars, refined flours, and packaged foods. I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy a piece of chocolate here and there. Sometimes after lunch I crave something sweet, so I make my own banana bread, I make some chocolate chips, I have one or two pieces of chocolate, but that's about it, because I don't want to overdo it with my sugar intake and have to deal with spikes on my blood sugar or the crashing, the tiredness after you have too much sugar on your blood as well. And I like to make my own desserts because I know exactly what it's going into ingredients of the food that I make, and I have complete control of what's going into my body, my children's body, and that it's important to me. So I hope that you do the same. My primary doctor has recommended I take, I believe it's pronounced bisglycinate magnesium, correct me if I'm wrong, supplement at bedtime to help me relax before going to sleep, because I personally have been struggling with falling asleep and staying asleep. So far it has been very helpful since I started taking it. Other things I recommend you do to help you get better sleep is having a consistent bedtime routine. Stay away from electronics 1 to 2 hours before bed, and instead, something I've been doing, instead of scrolling social media, I picked up an old habit, and that is reading books. Right now, I'm actually reading the book Perimenopause Power, which has inspired me to create this video for you guys. I will also recommend that you listen to this podcast. I will link the book and the podcast below about sleep, hygiene and sleep. Very important that you take your time to listen to it. It's very long, it's about an hour and 45 minutes. Obviously don't sit there and listen to it because you probably won't have the time to do that. So go for a walk, or while you cook for laundry or something like that, while you're driving to work. Take a listen because it's very educational about things you can incorporate into your sleeping hygiene and your sleeping routine to help you, especially now that you're going through all these hormonal changes. And if you do listen to it, let me know. I'd love to know what you think of it. I found it very educational, very interesting. Same with the book. I loved it. I love reading this book. Number 3, stop skipping strength training. Muscle mass naturally declines in your 40s, and estrogen loss speeds that up. So lifting weights helps protect your bones, boost your metabolism, and helps keeping your mood stable. I know I sound like a broken record, but if you take anything from this video today, is that you need to lift weights. You need to do more than just walking or dancing, I'm telling you. If you're going to do that, maybe get a weighted vest, some ankle weights, because walking along will increase your muscle mass, which you need to increase your bone density and to increase your basic metabolic rate. If you want to make sure that you don't gain weight during peri and menopause, get started on a strength training program right away. If you don't know where to start, send me a message, comment, I don't know where to start, and I'll be more than happy to help you. I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned it here before, but I have almost 20 years of experience as a personal trainer, as a nutrition coach, and also have some background in physical therapy assistant. I'll be more than happy to help you. I have created a program which is only 8 weeks or 12 weeks, whichever works better for your lifestyle or your goals. And I can help you dive into your cardio, your nutrition, your strength training, which I mentioned is the most important thing. And I am here to help. Please let me know and we can talk about that and see how I can help you. Number 4, stop avoiding routine checkups. Your risk of heart disease goes up after menopause, and symptoms can mimic thyroid or other conditions. Keep up with your physicals, blood work, and screenings to ensure that you are taking the right precautions there be any health issues or concerns. To give you an example, about 2 years ago, I found out that my thyroid was underperforming, and I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism. I have been taking medication since then, but I am glad that I got checked before any experiencing of any major signs or symptoms of hypothyroidism. So don't neglect your checkups during this critical stage of your life when you are experiencing so many changes. It takes less than 5 minutes to book it, and you probably won't even spend a whole hour at the doctor's office. I highly recommend that you make this a priority for your health and for your loved ones, because we all want you to have a long, healthy life. Stop overcommitting and under-recovering. Cortisol, known as your stress hormone, goes wild when you're always on the go. Building time to slow down and recharge, your hormones will thank you. One of the most liberating things that I have learned has been the skill of saying no. Not because I don't care or because it isn't important to me, but because saying no to these things, activities, commitments, or people means saying yes to things that are more of priority to me, like more time for working out, more time to rest and recover, more time for sleep, more time to read my books, more breathing room in my schedule so I can either decompress or be able to get dialed in a personal project. I also think that it means I'm saving my energy for more quality time spent with my kids and my husband, which obviously is my priority in life. Number 6, stop drinking excessively. Alcohol disrupts sleep, messes up with estrogen balance, and adds stress to your liver. A glass here or there, that's fine, but consistent over drinking, definitely not healthy. Personally, I have given up drinking wine at night. It does not serve me in any way, especially as I'm navigating through many menopause symptoms. However, I will not give it up 100% because I do enjoy it, and I would feel like if I stop drinking completely, I would feel deprived, and that probably would be counterproductive. I think it's okay to enjoy a glass here and there, and I love enjoying it at a date night or a social event, but definitely not at home every single night. So this is just my personal opinion and a decision that I have made that works with my lifestyle. But please, of course, do as is best for you and what you're trying to accomplish in your health journey. Number 7, stop being inactive or overdoing it. Too little movement makes symptoms worse, but intense workouts every day can stress your adrenals, which is not good. Aim for regular moderate exercise that energizes you. Too much cardio or intense exercise without proper nutrition could actually cause you to be burning your muscle for energy. Put you at risk for repetitive use injuries, and it does not increase your muscle mass or bone density. So definitely not a deal. As I mentioned before, this should be a priority, doing your your exercise training. On the contrary, inactivity can cause a decrease in lean muscle and an increase in body fat and weight gain. My recommendation, as you have heard me say before many times, is that you make exercise part of your lifestyle and exercise 3 to 5 times a week, prioritizing weight training. And if you don't know how to do it, let me know and I can help you with that for sure. Number 8, stop eating low-fat everything. Healthy fats are essential for hormone production and brain health. Many fat-free foods are made with synthetic fats called trans fats, which are known to be carcinogens. The best approach is to include healthy fats in your diet and to avoid trans fats at all costs. Limit the intake of saturated fats, as they can increase your cholesterol as well. the ones found on animal products such as butter, meat, bacon, chicken, and pork, as they are high in calorie content as well. Instead, increase your intake of good fats. Think avocados, olive oil, fatty fish, nuts. Healthy fats is your friend right now. Don't neglect it in your diet. I always say I am not a fan of diets and I will not follow a diet, but that isn't necessarily true. I do follow a Mediterranean diet. I find it to be balanced, nutritious, colorful, and delicious. I actually have a book where I get a lot of my recipes from there. But basically, I just follow a diet where I eat a lot of fish and a lot of legumes and a lot of fruits and vegetables, which is the healthiest and the best diet you can have. There have been so many studies that show how the people who adopted that Mediterranean diet have longer, healthier lives. So if I could recommend a diet to you, that would be the one. Stop bottling up stress and emotions. This stage of life can stir up a lot of emotions. Some of us have little children, some have teenagers, some have older parents. So don't push those feelings down. Talk it out, write it out, cry it out if you need to. Mental health is part of your hormonal health. Recently, I started doing something that I have never done before, and that is journaling. At first, I was doing it every night, but I felt like it was a bit too much and unnecessary. So now I only journal when I need to release all my emotions. When I'm kind of confused, I have a lot of going on here. So it really helps me to put everything down, kind of decompress, get it out of my system. And it has been very helpful. So I recommend that you journal as well if you need to, especially like I said, during this time in life when things can get a little more stressful than when we were younger. I guess we could manage our stress levels a little bit better. Number 10, stop dismissing symptoms as I'm just aging. That fatigue, brain fog, low libido, or cycle changes, they are not just getting older, they are hormonal shifts. And yes, there is support and treatments out there. You have probably heard of hormonal replacement therapy. Many women go on this therapy to ease their symptoms and they swear by it. Our generation has been so lucky that research in medicine has brought this into our lives. Our poor mothers, I don't know how they do it, they just stuffed it up and went through it with no help at all and very little information. That was very unfortunate for them. But personally, I am on the waiting list to see a perimenopause specialist because I want to learn about my options. I want to learn more about what to expect, get educated about what my body is going to be going through. So besides just reading books, I want to get more information about it. We'll definitely let you know how it goes, and I plan to make more videos to share my journey with you guys, to educate you. I don't think that just because we're in our 40s and going through perimenopause or menopause, we need to feel old or not attractive or not energetic. I think we still are so young. We have so much life ahead of us, and I want to feel that way, and I want to help you to feel the same way. So I will do my best to incorporate that information into my videos, share with you, educate you, and inspire you as much as I possibly can. So again, thank you for watching. I am so excited that my videos are definitely resonating with some of you. My views are and my subscribers are growing. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart from your support. It means everything to me. I put my heart into these things. So thank you. Please share it, and don't forget to like this video if you learned something today. Subscribe and share it with a friend. I thank you again, and I hope to see you in my next video. Have a wonderful week. Bye bye.